Yo, what is up, guys? So in this video, I want to talk about something that has sort of been in the back of my mind, but I know it's a sensitive topic because today's culture and today's society has a certain take on drinking. And, I think for most people, especially if you're younger, in your 20s or 30s, drinking is a big part of the lifestyle. It's obviously encouraged. And as soon as you turn 21, it's something that's almost like a rite of passage here in the West. And of course, as you go through college and start your career, it's something that you do with your friends during big celebrations, holidays, parties, anniversaries, New Year's. And drinking has always been a big part of the Western culture. And I want to pose a unique perspective on this, which is I think that drinking is overrated. And I'm not saying this because I've completely quit drinking. I still drink on occasion for special occasions or a glass of wine. And I want to share my 5 points on why I think drinking is overrated. The first one that comes to mind is that it really hurts your gains, especially if you're into a healthy, fit lifestyle. Drinking obviously impacts your metabolism. It also makes it more difficult to lose weight, lose fat. It also hurts your body's ability to process human growth hormones that helps develop muscles and improves overall health. And so if you're someone who wants to live an active, healthy, long lifestyle, then drinking definitely has a role to play in there, and it's not positive. The second thing that I want to talk about is the cost. Think about the time you last went out to the bar or the lounge. At least here in the Bay Area, you go out and a cocktail is going to set you back anywhere from 15 to 20 bucks plus tax and tips. So you're looking at, $20 to $25 a drink. And so if you think about the amount of money, especially if you're sort of an average drinker and you go out, hang out with your friends, go out to bars, bar hop and whatnot. As a college student, it's tough. And if you're a working professional, tally up how much you actually spend on drinking. And you can see that add up. Think about what else you could do with that money if you were to save it, invest it, or put it into other things. And so cost is definitely a factor. Now, the third thing I'll talk about is that drinking also, I feel like, is a crutch for a lot of people, especially if something requires a little bit of risk taking. There's a reason why they call alcohol liquid courage, because it lowers your inhibitions and makes you do things that you normally wouldn't do. And for a lot of guys out there who are socially awkward or shy, and if you want to be able to talk to a female or talk to strangers, drinking makes that a lot easier. And when you're inebriated, or if you're buzzed, or if you're drunk, it makes it so much more easier to do that. And to me, that's a crutch. It doesn't actually help you build long-term permanent skills to be able to talk to the opposite sex or to go out there and put yourself on a limb and make those connections. And I think long-term, that's really negative, especially for a lot of the younger guys out there. The fourth thing that comes to mind when I think about drinking is it also develops really bad habits. Most people who drink, especially when it's late at night, what happens? You get a hangover, you end up sleeping in, and then half the day is pretty much gone. And you're pretty much walking around like a zombie with a major migraine or a headache. Think about the amount of time that you waste and what you could have achieved if you were sober. Now, the fifth and final thing I'll talk about is drinking also impacts your overall productivity and also just your ambition. How many people who drink on a regular basis are high achievers, high performers? If you look at a lot of the musicians and actors and athletes, a lot of them who start to drink, you see a noticeable decline in their performance in whatever that they do in their profession. And it's no different than for normal people. If you have a normal day job, if you have a side hustle, if you have other things that you have going on for yourself and you want to improve your life, I feel like drinking impacts that in a negative way, just like weed does. Weed for a lot of people brings a lot of calmness, tranquility. And I'm not saying that it's all negative, but how many successful, ambitious, high-performing people are out there who drink on a regular basis? And it's not a lot. Now, like I said, I'm not here to say that you shouldn't drink at all. I think there's a time and a place, and if you drink responsibly, it can be a great way to network. It can be a great way to build relationships, socialize. But I've also seen a lot of people out there who don't drink at all, who are just as successful in developing relationships, business partnerships, getting deals done, moving ahead in their career without the assistance of alcohol. I remember when I was in business school, drinking is a big part of the culture. And every week after classes, we would go to the water hole down the street. And after a while, it just got old to me, especially if you know that alcohol isn't right for your body and that your body reacts a certain way, or if you're a lightweight and you really can't even handle that much alcohol, you're not alone. Don't feel pressured by society or by other people to do something that you don't want to do, and do what's right for you. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. I'll still have an occasional wine here and there and maybe a beer, but it's not something that I choose to partake in consistently. because I think there are so many benefits to being sober. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you guys in the next video.